This Grade 2 listed 47-acre park is one of Barnsley's best green spaces. It's named after railway engineer Joseph Locke, who was born in 1805 and died in 1860. Phoebe Locke, his wife, gave High Style Field away in 1861. It was named the People's Park and was unveiled to the public in June 1862. Joseph Locke was born in Attercliffe in 1805 and was a pioneer in the railway industry. He was Joint Chief Engineer of the Grand Junction Railway and helped pave the way for the modern passenger railway. Then in 1874, Sarah McCreary, Phoebe's sister, donated 21 acres of land after Phoebe's death in 1866. Frederick William Thomas Vernon Wentworth also donated 1.5 acres of land as well. Architect Richard Spears was responsible for designing the park's layout, and the park and the tower cost around £11,000. In today's money, that would equal something like £728,000. The landscaping was done by landscape gardeners William Barron and Son. The bronze statue of Joseph Locke by Baron Carlo Marichetti was commissioned by the Institution of Civil Engineers, of which Locke was president from 1857 to 1859. It was unveiled by Lord Alfred Paget on 18th of January 1866. There was also the ornamental drinking fountain, which was moved to the park in 1866 from Peel Square in Barnsley. There was also the Serpentine Walk, which was paved through a former sandstone quarry around the same time. One of the most iconic parts of Locke Park is this, Locke Park Tower. This Grade 2 listed building is 70 foot high, was designed by Richard Spears and is an observation tower and a monument. In fact, it's quite a rare 19th century monument, as not only was it dedicated to a woman other than Queen Victoria, but was also commissioned by a woman as well. In 1875, the excavations of the foundations were taken up by Messrs Robinson and Son of Barnsley, and it was formally unveiled to the public on the 20th of October 1877. There's also the ornamental fountain, which was presented to Miss McCreary in 1877 by the working men of Barnsley, as a way of saying thank you for her kindness in extending the park. There's also 4 classical columns which were added in 1879 and were moved from the bank and former post office building in Barnsley. There's also the erratic boulder, which is a large boulder of Shap granite. It was found in Royston, taken there by glacial ice in the Great Ice Age, believed to be around 400,000 years ago. In the 1890s, Mr. F.W.T. Vernon Wentworth gave this erratic boulder into the care of Barnsley Naturalist Society, and they placed it here. It's at the foot of the ABC stairs, so called because, well, they spell out the alphabet. You'll also find the lions, with the one at the ABC stairs placed here in 1937 from Dillington Hall on nearby Worsborough Common when it was demolished. Finally, there's the bandstand, which was opened in 1908. In December 1914, it was extended again by 7 acres to its current size when land was bought from Samuel Joshua Cooper's estate. Today, it's home to events such as live concerts, and Friends of Locke Park, which was formed in 2002, help care for the park and have helped raise money for the reopening of Locke Park Tower in 2013.